morning. Louder, louder. Hello, Vishnu. Am I audible at the back? Morning. Thank you, everybody, and thanks to Shikha for a very, very high energy start in the morning. Thanks to all of you for joining us here. I think many of you went early morning. You woke up, went for the trek or the yoga or the tree planting. Fantastic bonding with nature. So we are slightly sort of behind schedule, so I'll keep it very crisp and quick. The concept is, again, it is interactive. I will prick all of you for your brains, your ideas, and the CISO's Ascension. And this is a reality. I'll show you some examples that this is not a fictional sort of interaction, conversation. Risk management overall as a subject, and within that, cyber security, resilience, disaster recovery, data, I would say resilience-centric, leadership and business success is a no-brainer. Every business today is a digital business, is a software company, and unless they sort of make best use of that digital capability to neutralize adverse market forces, sort of tap into the right opportunities, potential, where they should invest, focus, accelerate in terms of products, in terms of markets, in terms of customers, they cease to exist. So seizing digital, seizing data is fundamental DNA of every business today. So each of you in your very, very rightfully earned leadership roles definitely have a very strong chance to get more central to the boardroom, to the leadership, and drive a more central, more core business agenda, of course, based on your technology strength. So many of you who's as young as me would have seen this film of Anil Kapoor while he became CM for a 24-hour window and tried to accomplish some of these things. The concept, what we are trying to show here is not that you will become for a day, you will become for a permanent position. So, and here are some examples. The first three are global. Gentlemen who worked in a technology leadership role, eventually assumed a business leadership role, and then came out very, very successful, some of them still very active. In India, of course, I have given one example of Vishal Salvi. You would also know Agnidipta Sarkar. Many of you personally would know. He's again shifted into a technology company's India leadership role, etc. So these are realities of life which people have experimented, proven, and have become successful. Now, and this is where I come back to all of you and I'll come down. The point I want your input in is, if you become CEO or if you become a member of the board, and what's one decision you would take in your first 24 hours? It is not that you become for 24 hours, but what's the one decision you would take from your lens of risk management or risk-driven business management, etc., in the first 24 hours, because that's something very compelling, very burning in your mind. And we have a few friends who are with microphones, so a quick show of hands. So the advantage you have is those who volunteer first are sharing, I would say, sort of unique ideas. Those who follow have the challenge of sharing something net new. You can't repeat what is already spoken about. So the objective is in 15 minutes we collect minimum, say 30 unique ideas, and we'll have a few giveaways in the end to some of the top 4 or 5 ideas. And no right or wrong guesses here or ideas here, so feel free to chime in, participate. So time starts now, show of hands, yeah, friends, maybe one after the other. Can you quickly start from the front row and maybe the person there next week? Start from the back side. Yes, please. Your name, your organization, your role, and your unique idea.
Yeah, good morning to all of you. I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm the CISO function lead for the 4th largest commercial bank.
Sorry, slightly louder, please.
Yeah, I'm Indika Rajakarna, representing Sri Lanka bank called National Development Bank.
Wonderful.
So I lead the CISO function. One of the questions that I would like to, as a board member, I want to see in my own eyes what is happening in the domain. So I would invite my other colleagues at the board to come at least for a few hours, spend the day with the team who does
That's
the
about your own learning. I want some hard decisions you want to
Yes.
enforce for betterment of the organization.
That should be basically, they need to see what is operationally happening.
Tell me, you want every employee to be CISSP certified, ISO 27001
Yeah, those are
certified,
mandatory. Those
whatever.
are mandatory.
Something very radical.
Yeah, because those are mandatory. In my organization, I have made it compulsory for those who are in the security domain specifically, need to have a rigorous training hours for about 50 to 60. And even the board level, we have made it a point, a specific director who has the IT plus the security background both.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for kicking it off, and then round of applause for
Can I
Mr. Indica.
Can I add one statement? Because
Yes,
I
please.
represent ISACA Sri Lanka also.
Excellent.
So we are working with the stock exchange to make the point that the IT director with the security background has to be a governance requirement there. It will come very soon.
Great. Domain knowledge, expertise, deep skilling across the board. I think these are the fantastic two key takeaways. Nikita, please take note. Yes, please. Who goes next? Yes, please. Sorry, we'll come to as many of you.
Krishnendu Datta. I'm the CISO of Decathlon Sports India. So I think if I take the charge, the first thing that I'm going to do is approve all those budgets, which has been stuck for a while, first of all. Second most important aspect is I'll make mandatorily, that's the security awareness training, which, employees do not take because that is not a priority. So I'll prioritize that.
Fantastic.
Actually,
Budgets, awareness, yes. Anything else?
third most important aspect is I will drag the board members to such events because they need to understand the pain of a CISO, basically. So,
great. Thank you. Budget awareness, raising, I would say, the board or the larger sort of.
and maybe after post 24 hours, I have to update my resume as well.
Yes, because if you suddenly approve, I would say, unprecedented budgets, the CFO will be after you, and right, you have to really be convincing as to how that budget comes, where it comes from, how do you earn that money back. Yes, please. Anirban, or who has the mic? Just the people with mic, please keep track of hands and prepare the next person in sequence. Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, so hi, Kiran Bilsekar here from Bandhan Life. So the first thing which I'll do is I'll get the cyber security as number one risk as part of the enterprise risk management. So I think that is something which is quite lower in the category
Agenda.
of the enterprise risk. I think that is the reason why the budgets, prioritization, everything gets below. So I think number one is getting the number one cyber security as an enterprise risk.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kiran. Thanks. We'll come to you. Anirban is next.
Good morning. I'm Anirban from AXA. So first thing I'll do is build the right risk acceptance framework in the organization, because at least in my experience, I see that there is always that in a boundary where there is a conflicting view between business and security. At what point of time the risk acceptance has to be done. So whether it is at high, medium, low, based on that, I think that conflict can be avoided. For any digital transformation, everything, there has to be a right balance between the risk posture, the security posture, and the business transformation.
Thank
so
you.
that framework has to be evolved, and that has to be formed up. Second thing is the tone at the top, the security as the embedding security into the each business process. Be it strategic projects, be it procurement process, embedding that security into every part of the business process is very important to ensure that security is an important aspect of.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Standardizing risk acceptance framework and embedding security sort of bottoms up. Hilal, or sorry, he was just ahead. We'll come to you next, Hilal.
So I think two things I would like to mention.
Your name, please. Sorry.
My name is Anup Tongavkar. I am from Aditya Birla Fashion.
Fantastic.
Okay. And
So tell us something specific to retail business. We would want to learn specifically around
So
that.
I think if I am a CISO of a global, or CEO of a global company as you, so I will first thing is look at the global supply risk management. Okay, because that's the major area where currently there's a lot of dependency for the businesses as well. So considering that, I would certainly look at strategically how exactly I can mitigate all the risk with respect to global supply chain. The second thing I would look at on the resiliency part, because the disruptions for the business obviously cost a lot. Look at what all resiliencies or risk I have in my environment and ensure that they are mitigated as early as possible. These two things.
Fantastic. Thank you. Supply chain risk management and residency of data of your intellectual elements. Hilal next. Yes, please.
Yeah, Shantanu, I think if I become CISO for a day, so the first priority.
CEO. You are the CEO, Hilal. You are already a
Just
CISO.
forgot. So if I'm CISO, CEO for a day, so what the first thing I will do is basically fix the governance structure of the organization. Nothing works if the reporting structure is not correct. So regardless of the initiatives that we take, they all suffer because of inconsistency in the reporting and not having enough autonomy to basically execute projects and things like that. So I do believe that if you fix the governance structure, you make the reporting as transparent as possible and make it as direct as possible. Because sometimes what happens is basically people responsible for executing projects,
Understand.
we get burdened with business objectives and revenue objectives and
Correct.
things like
The
that.
process
And,
part gets ignored,
That pollutes the entire, basically like a journey of getting the projects executed successfully. So autonomy for the CISOs would be something that would be on top priority. And fixing the reporting structure, that's actually extremely important.
Thank you. Thank you. Fixing and standardizing. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Ambarish
I'm
will
Ambrish
come
from
to
Godrej and
others,
Voice.
yes.
So as CEO, probably first thing I'll do is make sure that cyber security, mainly I'm talking about manufacturing perspective, cyber security is priority for each and every leadership in the industry, first thing. Second thing is ask CISO what are the things that have been pending for a long time, what he needs, and get that happen. That is where it will happen. And third thing is ensure that cybersecurity importance is part of the KRI and KPIs of each and every leader.
Fantastic. Again, broad basing, standardizing, and giving the CISO the necessary resource support that the CISO needs. Sanjeev ji, please. We'll come this side. Yeah.
This is Sanjeev Singh from Birla. A couple of points already discussed, but as a CEO or the board member, you're looking at the strategic part of it. I think the first thing to focus on is the right team to make the right decisions at the right time. So have the staffing sorted out. And then for each member, specifically the CISO, have them define the strategic goals, the KPIs, and maybe ask them to build a dashboard for me so that it becomes a transparent reporting. The data is coming, data is trustworthy. And have that maybe create a maturity dashboard for every function by the CISO so that security gets baked into every function.
Fantastic. So making security everybody's business, making that those KPIs or practices visible through dashboarding, that's fantastic. Yusuf, anything you want to add? Just one mic here as well, and we'll move backwards. Abhijit, I'll come to you.
Hi,
We
this
need
is
some
Yusuf.
banking domain in it's for sure.
This is Yusuf Hashmi from Jubilant Bhartiya. I think the very first thing that I will do that I get my reporting back, that the CISO should report it to me, so that I have the full control of what I need to take decision and do a complete assessment of the entire IT environment, right, from a third-party consultant.
Yes.
Identify those gaps and try to get this fixed as early as possible.
Fantastic. I think Yusuf brought up a very important point, which is third-party risk management, which always doesn't get that much attention the way we do it internally. I'll skip the bell a little bit because there's very rich insights still coming in. Yeah, we will come to this. Let's finish this row. Yes,
Good morning, everyone. My name is Balwant Singh from DS Group.
Yes, please.
So the thing is that sustainable business growth and achieving the customer's confidence is the main thing. And this can be implemented by security by design across the business functions, business processes, and business innovations. Second is fostering the culture of information security across the organization, and it should be top to bottom approach. That I think.
Fantastic. Security by design, bringing the cultural change. Subramaniam ji, please.
I'm Subramaniam from IDBI Bank. We are seeing a trend that most of the transactional frauds on payment systems are happening on weekends and holidays. I would change the weekend of the defense team and the SOC team to Tuesday, Wednesday, and ask them to work on Saturday, Sunday.
Excellent. Brilliant new thought and new way of thinking, right? Thank you. Thank you for bringing that out. Abhijit. We'll just finish this row, come to this row next.
Hi, I'm Abhijit, associated with Kotak Bank. What I would typically want to do is that, I observe a lot of siloed sort of reports, dashboards, etc. So as a CEO, I think the first thing I would do is put up a trick. I'll explain what's the trick. It's minus the K. It just stands for TRIC. I'll elaborate. T for threat, R for risk, I for impact, C for criticality. How do I get that on one single board? I think the moment I get that, I think majority of the things will start falling in place. Thanks.
Fantastic. And that coming from a banking business, I think makes a lot of impact and a lot of sense. Anybody this row?
Shantanu, I'm on the left
volunteers?
side of you. On your left side in the idea. Abhishek from Dish TV.
Yes, please.
So it's more of a task I will do, and then a decision will come. And the task will be send a 2-slider to all my DRs. The slide one will ask them to let me know what are they proud of in the last 1 year. And the second slide would ask them what keeps them awake. And then once I get it, I will take the decision.
Fantastic. I think, again, brilliant new insight. Round of applause, because this is a complete non-technical, completely rallying the troops kind of a thought process which inspires the team members. We'll come to you, sir. Please.
Umesh from Godfrey Phillips. So as a CEO, as Abhishek said, take the DRs, sit in a meeting, redefine their KRAs, add 5% of their goal dedicated in security. They cascade the same thing to their respective team. Every month in the monthly meeting, they share what 5% they are achieving with the
And how that's
dashboard,
building up.
trick, whatever suggestion has come. So I will just consolidate and make a monthly reporting. They will present what they are achieving in their respective areas. For example, the compliance, EDR, anything else, they will represent, not the CISO. CISO will be doing the only governance.
Excellent.
On top of that, reporting into.
Thanks for explaining the how part also across the layers. Thank you so much. Yes, please. Yes, please. Tasneem ji, please. Please sit. Be comfortable. Can you check the mic or give him the other one? Yeah.
Hello.
Yes,
yeah.
please.
So I basically heads the cyber defense, Mahindra and Mahindra Group. So what I would do as a CEO, I would ask CIO and CISO should sit along with me. Definitely, I would ensure the reporting part, and they will ensure the responsibility. Otherwise, what happens? Security teams most of the time they come up with a lot of findings, patching, so many incidents, and ultimately the IT team has to execute it. And there's a lot of time, there's a lot of conflict, and they are not collaborating
Aligned.
each other. So what I would ensure to align them, to collaborate them, to have actions executed properly. Otherwise, many a times, there are a lot of things security suggests. Do this, have a compliance, have a patch management, and so many things. But IT somewhere defends and come up with a lot of excuses. This will happen, the application impact will happen, the production, we are not getting the downtime and all. So I will ensure these two teams are aligned together to have a proper execution. So that is what I would try.
Thank you. Thanks, Tasneem. Who else? I saw a few hands this side. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Ranjan will come to you.
I am Muralidharan from Novak, part of Shriram Group.
Yes, please.
See, the thing is, first thing I will form a committee comprising of CISO, CDO, so Chief Digital Officer, and Chief Data Protection Officer, CP DO. See, because these three are going to be pillar. The fourth one, which is going to be the HR head, because the employees, most of the threats are internal, right? The information goes from internal, then only the external people are able to get into that. So these four will be a core committee which are responsible for protecting the entire information, because today data is, especially customer data is more important, because we need to keep the customer data secure. So these are the things which, first thing which I would like to.
Thank you. On that data point, let me flip a little question here and then come back again. If as a CEO, if you force yourself to think, how would you define an AI strategy for your business, for your organization? Quick 1, 2, 3 inputs, insights. Ranjan, since you were raising your hand, but I give you a forced topic to think. What would you do to define an AI strategy for your business which definitely delivers back disproportionate impact? One mic, please, here. Ma'am, I'll come to you also. Just think of, not AI strategy, but anything which you would do as a CEO. I want some ladies also to participate. So,
So,
you will be next.
obviously, on the AI, what I feel is we go with a lot of trends, but what we fail to realize is what is the actual value it will bring to my business. It's not just the adoption that I have to do, but I have to do a cautious calls. Okay, and from the CEO's point of view, I would say a lot of time we talk about digital transformations, the cyber resiliency and all, but the important aspect is as a CEO, I will ask my IT and cybersecurity team to demonstrate me the resiliency, operational resiliency. If something goes wrong, how quickly we can be back on track. That is a very important aspect in current scenario. We have saw what happened with, one of the EDR solution last month.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks for bringing that out. Manish Sharma tells me he'll bring bouncers to sort of send me out of the hall now. So, ma'am, you will be the last and final. Go ahead.
So as part of the AI strategy, I think, so I'm from manufacturing, and in manufacturing, whenever we talk about digital, it's more about intelligent automation, and AI kind of takes a backseat because everybody talks of ROI. So maybe as a CEO or a member of the board, the decision that we will make is as a part of our entire digital budget and our digital strategy. We keep AI at the helm of it. The majority of the projects kind of being into AI, because even as a group we do a lot into AI and now progressing into Gen AI. So and we do kind of also keep leeway for, so digital can also fail. So with that in mind, not all projects can be successful. Some are also in an exploratory mode. So it's okay to fail, and we can also allot a certain percentage to fail. In our company, we actually do award one failure every year, which was a good initiative. So
Fantastic. That's a brilliant point, and ma'am, this is a recognition for that brilliant contribution. Thank you so much. Round of applause. So again, I don't think, I'm a little lost as to, I don't think matter for any of you, but brilliant set of ideas. Nikita, do you want to give me that piece of paper, or you want to take the mic to quickly summarize some of the highlights which we came or captured here? So domain knowledge, expertise, budgets, awareness for board members, prioritize cybersecurity, top enterprise risks, and sensitize the larger sort of employees or every member of the team, standardizing risk acceptance framework, embed security across, I think that's sort of a common point. Supply chain risk management we spoke about, fix governance structures, gives CISOs necessary resource support, budgetary support. I think there are many more, make KPIs across functions, third-party risk management, security by design, change the weekend working and maybe give weekdays off for security professionals, so on and so forth. So I think what I will do is I'll ask...
Can I add one more point there?
Sorry, which side am I? Please, you have 10 seconds. Please, go ahead.
My name is Rakesh Dwivedi. I'm from Geo Platforms Limited. See, it's a position of CEO. CEO is all about business, right? So we all are thinking from the security angle, leaving business aside. So it's not a CISO position, it's a CEO position.
Correct.
So first thing that I will do is, I will build a future security crack team whose only roles and responsibility should be to ensure that our own security is future ready for another 5 to 10 years, looking into the new technologies which are emerging, new threats which are emerging, with all the logistics support, right? And second thing that I will like to do is, I will like to do an audit starting from the C-level, because maximum issues which is there, because most of the C-level employees have most of the complete rights, right? And there is the biggest risk, which nobody is looking into. So audit starting from C-level to...
Fantastic. But we'll have a debate later on during Tea Coffee Network. How do you plan in cybersecurity today for 5 to 10 years? Because threats and attacks or nature of attacks, the landscape is so dynamic. You don't even know what's coming tomorrow. So that's a very, very interesting topic, subject, and all experts are here. I know the least out of it. But thanks again. Round of applause and much appreciate. In the afternoon, we have a similar Idea Cafe session where again, I'll be just a facilitator, tap into the collective knowledge, composite expertise we have inside the room. So please make sure post-lunch, all of you are in for Idea Cafe, because without your participation, it will not be successful. And we'll all use this forum to as much learn, cross-learn, and sort of get newer ideas on business, technology, process, people, etc. And thanks again. Have a great day ahead and we'll keep talking. Thank you.